We're going to start with the president's social media post. It has been assailed by many today. Laura Loomer defended the president, but not everyone did. And we'll show you some examples in just a moment. Here's the headline about the arrest of the son from the Wall Street Journal. Number one, please. Reiner's son arrested. Rob Reiner's son arrested on suspicion of murder after parent's death. Nick Reiner is being held without bail after Rob Reiner and wife Michelle Singer Reiner were found dead Sunday in the Brentwood home. Steve, my guess is you at least knew Rob Reiner. Maybe he was your friend?
Not my friend, but I knew him and I've been to events, political events over the years with him.
Yeah. So the president Truth Social post this morning on Reiner. Number three, please. Again, you've all probably seen this, but he basically said Rob Reiner was killed because of Trump derangement syndrome, and though he had a few passing kind things to say about the president, about Rob Reiner and his career, he really was not the least bit charitable. When asked about it in the Oval Office today, given an opportunity to take things back, the president did not. Number two, please.
Mr. President, a number of Republicans have denounced your statement on Truth Social after the murder of Rob Reiner. Do you stand by that post?
Well, I wasn't a fan of his at all. He was a deranged person as far as Trump is concerned. He said he knew it was false. In fact, it's the exact opposite, that I was a friend of Russia, controlled by Russia. You know, it was the Russia hoax. He was one of the people behind it. I think he hurt himself in career-wise. He became like a deranged person, Trump derangement syndrome. So I was not a fan of Rob Reiner at all in any way, shape, or form. I thought he was very bad for our country.
So why am I starting with this? I'm starting with this because the president's cruelty and coarseness has been around for 10 years, and for some reason this one struck a chord, and I want to try to figure out why that is. First, my friend David Urban was quite stinging in his denunciation of the president, to whom he's very close, on X today. And then Tim Pool, the pretty MAGA-oriented podcast host, put this on social media. Sam, do you have Tim's? There you go. Trump has personal reasons to be upset with Reiner, but he can do better. This was not appropriate. Rob was very gracious. When Charlie was murdered, we can return that grace. Matt Gorman, I'm happy to hear what you think of the president's post, but why has this caused many people who normally don't criticize the president for anything like this to criticize it? Why does this seem to be different?
Yeah, a couple of things. First of all, if you ever get the chance, his podcast on the JFK assassination, Rob Reiner's, is very good. Highly recommend, well researched. So that's number one. Number two, I think you're right. I think if this had happened before Charlie Kirk was murdered, I think this might not have the same reaction among the right. And even take away the fact that, you know, Reiner said some nice things about Kirk after he was killed. I think that the before and after, I think, is what probably caused some of the uproar. And I get it. Like, I don't like it either. I'm not going to defend what he said whatsoever. I think, you know, you had those people like Urban, like Poole, and just others you saw online. There were people, of course, that defended it. I saw Mark Wayne Mullen do it, and a couple other online personalities, but also, you know, somebody like Stephanie Bice, who, you know, she's not Mike Lawler. Like, she's not, you know, doesn't get go on, you know, cable news and take glee in bashing. She doesn't have incentive to kind of do it. I think it struck a chord, especially after Charlie Kirk, that this is different.
Yeah. Steve, I know this for you probably is just of a piece with 10 years of things like this, but why are people, at least some people, reacting differently to this, do you think?
I agree with Matt. I think that so soon after Charlie Kirk, when there was such a reaction from a lot of people about anyone who said anything negative about Charlie in the aftermath of his death, and which they were wrong to do, and many people of all ideological stripes called them out for it. And I think this is you know, of a piece to that. And it's you know, and I also think a lot of people have been through family tragedies. This is clearly, you know, this was not a you know, robbery or a crime. It was such a personal family tragedy for the Reiners and the rest of their family. And I think to just jump in and jump on and show this incredible lack of grace, this incredible lack of empathy, you know, it says a lot about somebody's character and is a window into who they are. And it's just, there's nothing about it that could be defended by anyone.
So Cozy Earth, still 40% off. Go to cozyearth.com, use the promo code two-way. Got a great email the other day from one of you, a member of the community, who followed my advice, not necessarily buying the bubble cuddle blanket or the sheets or the towels, but buying a pair of the pants. Go ahead, Sam, and put up, I think it's 21. It's the email from a member of the community. It says thus, I read thusly. Hey, Mark, one of your longest running fans here in Europe, always worried about having my wallet, passport swiped. Usually I put them in my front pocket, which helps a bit, so they can fall out when you sit down. But the zippered right-hand front pocket on the Cozy Earth Everywhere pant is perfect. A true winner, signed Matthew. Matthew is exactly correct. That's one of the great features of the Everywhere pant that I recommend to you. Again, you can buy the pants and everything else on the site right now. 40% off. Go to cozyearth.com. Bamboo sheets, bubble cuddle blanket. Yes, the pant. Give the gift of comfort that lasts beyond the holiday and carries you into a cozy new year. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and two-way tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.